I didn't think you'd actually come. Honestly, I wasn't sure if you were bold, or just playing another one of your tricks. After all, that's what witches do, isn't it? Trick, deceive, manipulate. It's in your nature. You've been making it almost impossible to track you. One moment I think I'm close, and then you're gone like smoke slipping through my finger. But you knew that, didn't you? You've been enjoying this little game. I've hunted more of your kind than I can count. Most of them, they don't last long. But you're different, more dangerous, more elusive. And yet here you are, bold enough to face me, knowing full well what I'm capable of. Or maybe you're just arrogant. It wouldn't be the first time I've seen one of your kind overestimate their power. You know why I'm here. This was never supposed to be anything more than a job for me, a duty. Hunt you down, deliver your head to the people who fear what you are. Collect my reward. Simple, right? That's what it's supposed to be. But now, it's not so simple anymore, is it? I've been trained to believe that witches are evil, that you corrupt everything you touch. You bring ruin, death, and suffering wherever you go. The stories they tell. The warnings they whisper. They say you lure men like me into your web, that you seduce us, twist our minds until we don't know which way is up. Is that what this is? I've faced witches who tried to be clever, tried to talk their way out of the inevitable, but they never stood a chance. I'm not some fool you can sway with a few well-placed words. I've heard it all before, seen it all before. And yet, here I stand, sword still in its sheath. Why, I could end this right now. I've done it before. I've killed witches, sorcerers, those who practice the dark arts. I've hunted down more than my share of the wicked, and the cursed never thought twice, never hesitated. Duh. But with you, it's different, isn't it? You saved me once, didn't you? When you could have let me die. I remember that moment. I thought it was a trap at first. I thought maybe you were setting me up for something worse. But no, you saved me. Why? What are you playing at? Is this some long game? Some elaborate spell that's woven around me and I just can't see it? Maybe that's what I should believe, that you've cursed me, clouded my judgment. I've heard the stories about witches like you, bending men to their will without them even knowing it. But it doesn't feel like that, does it? And I hate that. I hate that I don't have an answer. I should have drawn my blade by now. I should have ended this the moment I stepped into this clearing. It's what I've been trained to do, what I always do. So why am I still standing here? Why haven't I made the first move? Say something. Anything. Give me a reason to end this. Give me a reason to draw my sword. Because right now, I don't have one. And that's the most dangerous thing of all, isn't it? The not knowing. The doubt. What have you done to me? What kind of magic is this, that I can't make the choice I've been trained my whole life to make? I'm not some naive fool. I know what you are, and I know what I'm supposed to do. You're a witch. I'm a hunter. This is how it's always been, how it's supposed to be. And yet, I can't. Do you feel it too? This pull between us? This tension that keeps drawing me closer when I should be pulling away. I've spent my whole life hunting witches, but I've never met one like you. You're not like the others. You make me question things I've never questioned before. You make me doubt myself. And doubt is dangerous. This was never supposed to happen. I was supposed to kill you. That was my mission, my purpose. But every time I try to convince myself that I should end this, that I should end you, I can't. I don't know why I'm even here, standing next to you. It feels wrong. It is wrong. We're supposed to be enemies. Everything about this feels like a mistake. How did it come to this? Us, walking through this cursed forest together. There was a time, not long ago, when I would have gladly ended you without hesitation. So why haven't I? Why are we still here pretending this alliance can work? You know I don't trust you, right? Not for a second. Witches, you're unpredictable, dangerous, and yet, here we are, together in this godforsaken place. It doesn't make sense. This isn't a truce. This is a pause, a temporary necessity. Don't mistake this for anything more than that. You're still a witch, and I'm still a hunter. We're on borrowed time. You think you've won me over, don't you? With your calm demeanor, your words that always seem so carefully chosen, you want me to see things your way. You think you can make me forget what you are, don't you? Well, I haven't. I've been doing this long enough to know that your kind is never what they seem. You could be plotting something right now for all I know. Maybe you think I'm too blind to see it. I've hunted creatures far more dangerous than you, but none of them have ever made me question myself like this. It's maddening, really. I've fought battles where I was sure of every move, but now, standing here with you, I can't help but feel unsettled. Why am I hesitating? Why haven't I made the first move? That's what keeps me up at night. I've never hesitated before. There's something about you that's different. You're not like the others. Not like the ones I've hunted before. They were clear threats, monsters in human form. But you, I can't quite figure you out, and that scares me more than anything. Do you feel it too? This strange tension between us? It's not just about survival, is it? There's something else at play here, something I can't explain. You stand there, so sure of yourself, like you know how this is going to end. But I don't. Not anymore. And that makes you more dangerous than any spell or curse you could ever throw at me. You know, I never thought I'd say this, but there's a place I've heard about. A place where none of this conflict exists. No hunters, no battles. A land far away from here where witches and regular folk live side by side, in peace. It sounds impossible, doesn't it? It's so far from everything we know, so different from this constant cycle of fear and hate we're trapped in. But I've heard the stories, the way they describe it. It's like something out of a dream, a land where the fields stretch out for miles, and the sky is always painted in the softest blues and pinks. The forests there are alive with magic, but not the kind that harms. It's gentle, natural, like the world itself is humming with life, not violence. And the people, they're unlike anyone here. They don't fear witches. They don't see them as enemies or threats. They don't hunt them or hide from them. Instead, they celebrate them. Witches are seen as healers, protectors, even advisors. People seek their counsel, trust their wisdom. I've heard they have these great festivals in the summer. There's music, laughter, lights that hang from trees like stars brought down to earth. And in those moments, there's no fear, no suspicion, just joy, just peace. Can you imagine that? A place where no one would hunt you, where no one would look at you with fear in their eyes, where you could practice your magic freely, openly. A place where you belong. I know what you're thinking. How could someone like me want that? How could a witch hunter, of all people, desire peace with witches? I can't explain it, but the more I think about it, the more I want to leave all of this behind. All the violence, all the mistrust, all the bloodshed. I'm tired of it. I've seen enough death. I've been part of it for too long. And now, when I look at you, I wonder if there's more to this world than just killing and surviving. Maybe there's a life out there that neither of us thought we could have. I want to go there, to that place. I don't know how or when, but I want to. And I want you to come with me. I want to see you in that land, walking through those peaceful villages where no one would ever raise a hand against you. I want to see you standing in those fields, beneath those endless skies, where your magic wouldn't be feared but welcomed. You deserve that. We both do. After everything, don't you think we deserve a chance to live in a place like that? I can picture it. The two of us in that land far away, far from all of this. I can see us standing by those rivers, where the water is so clear you can see all the way to the bottom, where the trees grow tall and their leaves shimmer like gold in the sunlight, where you and I could walk freely without looking over our shoulders. I want that. I've never wanted anything more in my life. I want to wake up in a place where there are no hunters, no prey, no enemies. Just peace. Just you and me living in a world that doesn't try to tear us apart. Maybe it's foolish to dream of such a thing, but I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop imagining what it would be like to live without the weight of this hatred hanging over us. I don't know if we'll ever find that place, but I'd rather spend my life searching for it with you than stay here, locked in this endless cycle. So what do you say? Will you come with me?